Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
You will not regret this, man. I'm gonna help you bring this place into the 20th century.
You mean the 21st?
No, I don't.
So welcome to a week of summer TV sweeps. This is something that I do twice a year on my channel because for me, when it comes to talking about television shows that I like to watch and talk about with you guys, it's very difficult for me to really go into each one individually and break it down through the individual episodes. I just feel that it wastes a lot of time and energy. So I think that it's much easier to just talk about television shows in one whole week's worth and just give you guys a nice little brief summary of each and every one of the shows that I watch based around a certain theme. Normally I go by individual networks in the winter when all of the shows are really going through their seasons, but after January, a couple of other shows emerge on all major networks and cable networks, and that's basically a time to just take a look at the rest that showed up during the current television season. So we're going to be looking at new network television shows that came out after the winter break of television, and one of them is on CBS and the other one is on CW, and I will say that they are two shows that I really didn't have such high hopes for, but they ended up being shows that I found very entertaining. The first show that we're going to talk about is the CBS comedy Superior Donuts. This is the story of an old man named Arthur who runs a donut shop in the city streets of Chicago, and he's basically been doing the same thing for many, many years. And all of a sudden, a young black man named Franco, played by Jermaine Fowler, comes in and says, you know something, we can really turn this into a great place and really bring it back to the heyday and just unite the community. And it didn't really look so promising, but one of the few things that I was very interested in was the cast, because the cast stars two of the greatest names in the small screen history, and that of course is Judd Hirsch from Taxi, and Katie Sagal from Married with Children. Also, great comedic mind from Anchorman David Koechner is in this show, as well as a couple of new people like Franco, played by Jermaine Fowler, who's very good on the show, as well as Arab-American actor Maz Jobrani playing a businessman who is very, very funny, but also someone who goes in every which way to try and make a quick buck. And I have to say that while this show is not perfect, it's definitely very entertaining. I mean, it's already been renewed for a second season, and to a certain degree, it's kind of strange because that and The Great Indoors, which were two of the new shows on CBS, The Great Indoors ended up being canceled just about 2 weeks ago, and Superior Donuts survived, where I actually thought that The Great Indoors was a better show. But I can understand why Superior Donuts is so successful. It's because these days, diversity is a big topic, and this show really brings a diverse cast to the television audience. You have a white girl, you have a black guy, an Arab guy, a Jewish guy, you have a whole bunch of different people of skin colors and different religious backgrounds and ethnicities, but at the same time, they make fun of the whole concept of diversity, and I think that it's done in very good taste. I really think it is very funny. They throw regular humor out there, political humor, social humor, and I feel that it really does work to a certain extent. And I feel that it is a very entertaining show. It actually got better as the show moved on throughout its season, and I'm looking forward to seeing what its second season will be like. I don't know when it's going to be airing. It could end up airing in January of 2018, or it could end up airing in the fall with all of the new fall lineup, but we will see. But the next show I want to talk about is on the CW, and I did not anticipate liking this show at all, and this is Riverdale. It is made by Berlanti Productions, who does all of the DC TV shows like The Flash, Arrow, etc. And this time they take a brand new spin on the Archie gang. So you've got all of your favorite characters that you know and love. Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead, Reggie, they're all here, but Riverdale is not the wholesome town that you remember. Apparently, it's a dark town, a town where there is murder, a town where there is mystery, a town where you really can't trust anybody. And it's up to Archie and the gang to try and solve the big mysteries that are revolving around this small town. I really had fun with this show. I think that this is going to be the show that replaces another show that I am not going to be watching next year, and we'll talk about that at some other point in time. But this show was really cool. I liked the actors, especially KJ Apa, who played Archie, and Cole Sprouse, who played Jughead. You also have Luke Perry coming back from the grave. I have no idea where he has been, and he is now officially back on television, and he did a great job as Archie's father. Not to mention the fact that Molly Ringwald showed up as Archie's mom, and we also had Skeet Ulrich playing Jughead's dad. So you got some really well-known names in Hollywood. But these young actors really did a fantastic job. I enjoyed the characters, I enjoyed the story, and I don't really watch shows like this that often, but I really had a great time watching it. And this show also has been renewed for a second season, and I'm really looking forward to the second season, and I'm hoping that it doesn't crash and burn so quickly, because unfortunately, for me, there's been a couple of shows in recent years that have done that. But those are the two shows that I want to talk about in regards to network TV. Two very entertaining shows. I highly suggest you check them out. And I will see you tomorrow for another TV Sweeps Week episode. So put your comments in the box below, and let's talk about these two shows. And I will see you in the next one. These days are Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.